and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside, it's White. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Could be an alley. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays.
Snags it, and there's running room. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
Well, there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like,
This dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Shakes off the defender. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Floats it out in space. Across the 45. Snags it and he's open. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Hutchinson fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Using his legs at Swipe. Runs through a tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Line is set on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll take the deep shot. Upstairs, he's got it. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll give it to the back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. North Texas really has it going on offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Mean Green. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Looking for room. It's Bryant. Turning it on. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
They give it to him again. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Running inside. It's White. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Grabbed behind the line. It's White. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount.
There's some room. The 30. He's at the top. Touchdown, North Texas. control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The midshipmen will get things going here on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team?
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, not an overly complicated play. They just go with the dive, but they got really good blocking. They opened up a huge crease for that running back, and he made the defense pay.
Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. They'll run play action. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Navy. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the North Texas sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The run inside. It's White. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
There's a crease. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mean Green. Rolled his way into the end zone. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, and create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the tight end. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. Here's the return. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
Maybe a crease. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Makes it past the marker. Oh, there's an alley on the left. To the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the fullback. Plows through the defense. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Ole Miss on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. Let's go down to the sidelines now where Holly Rowe has an update on that injury.
I caught up with Navy's head coach coming out of the locker room. He will not return after an injury. He said the backup is going to have to rally here and hopes they can get off to a good start to start this second half. Keep you posted on how things are going down on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Into the house. Touchdown, midshipman. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Navy sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Scanning the field, it's Hartman. The throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just
picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Ready. Kill. 949, rock star. 949.
Making side adjustments here. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Navy offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. On the option. Can't get him to the ground.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Dropping back, it's Hartman. It's complete to the left. He breaks a tackle. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Bring in the heat. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Navy will have to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They feed him again. Finding an escape route. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Reese. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Fires left. Got his man. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Mean Green move the chains with the passing game. Let's see what they do on 1st down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go right back to the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wideout. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Finds his target down the middle. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And they did tack on the extra point. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Navy will go back on the attack. Give to the fullback. Hard running there.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
Gets away, breaks the tackle, breaks and runs through another one. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. The give on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Bryant. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here comes the option. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. Holly Rowe has an update.
Reporting from the North Texas sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing. His team has the lead, and he has been someone they can lean on and count on every possession. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the 2nd level of this defense, and because of his...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Bryant. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the fullback. Powers through the defender. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old deal down from victory formation. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close game.